Credence is about a family that comes together and then comes together.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no.
This is a controlled substance for me. He's the best! We're about to play It Takes Two.
My heart's racing.
My heart is racing.
Like what?
War is over. In my Harry Potter robe, obviously, windows are open. It's 56 degrees outside. Well, I think like 60 now, but wait. We have breakfast for lunch is cooking. We've got sausage. We've got biscuits in the oven. We've got hash browns. Those look really ugly, don't judge. We've got bacon, and I'm about to make some gravy. And we're gonna have breakfast for lunch. Lights are off, so it's kind of dark, but this is the vibe. The windows are open. It smells so crispy. We're in the living room watching football. That's why we're not in here right now. So, Reader married to a football lover. I like football too. Go Bears. Go Chicago. Chicago bear down. But my husband literally has his iPad, a satellite TV, his PlayStation hooked up, and football on. Oh yeah, and we're matching. We're matching in our little Harry Potter. And my twin. While our book husband watches football, we will read. And are we still reading Born of Blood and Ash? I don't want to talk about it. I don't talk about it. I'm finishing it today. Mark my words. It's finally gotten better after 60%. I'm like 80% right now, so I'm finishing it. It's just like, it'll be good, and then I'm like, we're finishing it. We're locked in. It's football Sunday. We're locked in. You guys, war is over. Yes. Listen, let me say this. Literally whistles yes, God. Here's the thing. Let me say this. If you're thinking about reading the Flesh and Fire series or the From Blood and Ash series, don't let my mood towards this book deter you, because I love this world. I love this world. I love the characters. I love this series. But my God, the talking, the planning, the conversations. This book was 60% conversations, probably a little more, that were unnecessary. I want action. I don't want conversations. I don't mind the politics of it all, the war council of it all. I don't mind that. I don't mind the, the political aspects of this book. I actually love that. But the talking, because a lot of it wasn't even in war councils. It was just between Niktos and Seraphina. Seraphina and Nectus. Seraphina and Ates, or however you say his name. Like, I'm over it. I didn't want to hear it anymore. I literally didn't care. It took me everything in me to finish this book. I gave this book 3 stars. The reason I didn't give it lower is because I love Niktos and Seraphina and the essay representation, the mental health representation, everything. Oh, I love it. Also, I'm reading this in tandem with the From Blood and Ash series, and I'm actually really excited to read the Primal Blood and Bone because I miss Poppy and Castiel. And I think I've said in the past, because this is why I document, that I like this series better. Just because of this book, I do not like this series better than From Blood and Ash. This is the prequel series. And you know how I was like, I'm gonna make a video of how you should read it, like in tandem, like I'm reading it. I will probably make a video about this entire series, like both of them. But I will say this, I don't think you should read this in tandem. I really don't. I think you should read The Flesh and Fire before From Blood and Ash. That's just my opinion. Because there were spoilers in the end of this book. I knew it was going to happen. Actually, I know more than what happened in this book because I was reading it in tandem. So I think that this is my second favorite series, like below. This book is my least favorite out of every book in both series. Hated it. But also loved parts of it. Do with that what you will. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my update. War is over. Now we can actually read other books. Besties, we're actually sitting at our dining room table. For once, we're having chili. I didn't show you guys how to make this because it's in one of the Days of My Life vlogs. And then we're about to watch Smallville. Are we iPad kids? Like, honestly we have a serious problem. But anyway, we're about to watch Smallville. Ooh, or Twilight. Where the hell have you been, Logan? Hi, girl. So, I don't know where we were last. I think it was Football Sunday and I was reading. By the way, I realized I forgot to start an intro for the vlog. So just ignore that, we're fine. Today is Tuesday. I didn't vlog yesterday, Monday, because it was Monday reset. And I colored my hair. I need to show you guys. Oh my God. Look at the back of my neck. Life of a natural blonde. It's fun out here. Also, it makes my hairline look like I just got like a lineup or something, but we're fine. We're totally fine. I wanted to fill you guys in because the last thing you guys saw, I didn't do an intro because I was like having such a good Sunday and I was like, oh my God, I want to hang out with the besties and show the besties what we're doing. So I just didn't do an intro, but we had, as you guys saw, like breakfast or lunch. You guys saw, you guys were there. Anyway, we had a super relaxing weekend and let me just say, I was stubbing my you know what up. I really was. I finished 2 books and started 1. And then yesterday I finished a book. So let me just fill you guys in. Let's do a little reading update because I feel like the past couple days of my life vlog, I've been reading the exact same book. But I want to tell you, after I finished Born of Blood and Ash, I didn't show this. I just went with the vibes. You know what I mean? So I finished City of Ashes because, as you guys know, I am filming a reading vlog, reading my best friend's favorite series. I promise that's going to be out. Hopefully it'll be out sometime in November. It's supposed to be my fall TBR, but like, I'm such a mood reader, you guys. I can't. Anyway, I finished City of Ashes and I vlogged my reactions and everything. And that was it was good. I rated it 3 out of 5 stars. I just told my Instagram story, by the way. If you're not following me on Instagram, are we even besties? You know what I'm saying? Hi, baby. My Instagram's lit by Laurin. By the way, I put everything in the description box. I used to put it on the screen, but like, you guys know. If you're here, you know, follow me on Instagram because I post daily on Instagram. But anyway, I was telling the Instagram besties, I did rate City of Ashes 3 stars. So that's the first reading update. I didn't love it as much as the first one, City of Bones. But anyway, you guys, enough about that because my reading vlog will have all my reactions, all my thoughts, whatever. So I finished that. Then guess what I started? Because as you guys know, I'm in the middle of the Windy City series. If you watch my YouTube video of all the series I'm in the middle of, I don't even think I listed all of them, or maybe I did, but I'm in the middle of a lot of series. And I love the Windy City series, but I feel like Born of Blood and Ash put me low key in like a reading slump a little bit, which was very annoying. Also, having an Alani today. Don't look at my nails. Actually look at them. They look insane. I'm getting them done. I'm seeing Bestie Kaylee today. Hi, Bestie Kaylee. Love you. So I was like, me being a mood reader isn't even shocked. I am reading my fall TBR. I'm also still currently reading Harry Potter. That's why I thought I finished 2 books because I did read a lot of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. So I'm still currently reading that because I'm working my way through the Harry Potter series and I'm kind of buddy reading it with my other friend. She knows I'm a mood reader and I told her, I think I told you guys in the last vlog, look at the hair color on my shoulder. I need to get a hold of myself. Anyway, the point is, I was reading Prisoner of Azkaban. I didn't finish. That's why I thought I finished 2 books. So I was in the mood. I was like, you know what? I don't really know what I want to read next. Like, also hi, breaking out like it's my job. Is anything new? Is anything new, besties? No. I was like in the mood and I was like, oh, I've been thinking so much about the Devil's Night series. And if you follow me on TikTok or you follow me on my Bookstagram, you already know that because I've been posting so much about the Devil's Night series because it's October. You know what I mean? Like, it's October. It's officially Devil's Night. And as you guys know, I love the Devil's Night series. I love Damon. Really, it's just Damon. I mean, I love all of them, but like, I'm a Damon girl. And I was just like, I really miss the Devil's Night series. And I always tell you guys I love Penelope Douglas, but I've only ever read Birthday Girl and the Devil's Night series. And I was like, what else is on my fall TBR? And I told the Bookstagram this, and all of you guys on Bookstagram guessed it before I even said. You guys know me so well, it's scary, but I love it. I was like, you guys, I'm so nervous to talk about this book. See if you can guess it right now. See if you can guess what I'm talking about right now. Because if you watch my fall TBR video, you already know. But the girlies that know. So I was like, oh my God, like what should I read? And I was like, what's on my fall TBR? Because I'm trying to be like a mood reader and a TBR reader because there's books I want to read. And it's not that I put them on my list because I'm like, oh, this is so boring. But my ADHD brain, like, see, I haven't even told you guys what the book, because I'm so ADHD. Also, I've been having a witch's brew. Caffeine makes my ADHD better and worse. Anyway, the point is, I'm like, what else is on there? Like, I am in such a funk. After I finished Born of Blood and Ash, like, I locked in and finished that, and then I finished City of Ashes. I was like, I want to read something that's not on a TBR. Like, I want to be wild. Because, like, an ADHD brain, if you make something that's fun, a job, it's like an ADHD brain because it's so low dopamine, can't really tell the difference. And I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for everyone with ADHD, but me personally, it's like my brain cannot tell the difference between what's work and what's fun. You know what I mean? My brain's just like, oh, this all sucks and I feel like I'm in school. Like, I hated reading in school, and that's why like I didn't really read in adulthood, because in college like I had to read crap, and then in high school I had to read crap, and it was stuff I didn't like. So it's like, for now, I just love reading what I love reading, right? Also, don't judge me. I'm gonna take my foundation down pretty far because I have to cover all of the color. But anyway, so I was like, oh my God, I wanna read something that is fun. So I was looking at my fall TBR from my own YouTube video because I couldn't remember what I put on it, you guys. And it's literally October. Like, Christmas is November for me. So I'm like, I need to read something. Guess what I put on there? Credence by Penelope Douglas. If you guessed it, you guys, you know me. You know me, you know me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna read me a little Cree. And here's the thing. If you have not heard of this book, you're not on Book Talk. because this book is one of the most controversial books, like all over Book Talk, because I'm gonna tell you guys what the plot is about. Also, first, before I tell you what the plot is actually about, I'm gonna tell you what I saw in Book Talk. Because after I finished, I still haven't written my review, but after I finished, I was like, what do I even tell people what this is about? And so this is not my words, this is what I saw in Book Talk, and I can't remember because like a bunch of people said it, but it was like, Credence is about a family that comes together and then comes together.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass.
That's hilarious to me. I'm literally cracking up. But anyway, let me just tell you what it's about. So, as you guys know, I've literally only read 5 Penelope Douglas books. After I read Birthday Girl, that was my first PD book, I was like, their writing, Penelope Douglas, literally has got me like hooked from the first book I read. So this is what Credence is about. I'm gonna talk about it. One of my besties on Bookstagram was like, can you explain this to me? And I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to explain this to you without, also I look like Bart Simpson. Guys, I'm an olive skin girl. Whenever the seasons change and I lose my tan because I'm an olive skin girl, I look like translucent and I don't have my shade. So I'm gonna look like Bart Simpson until I blend it out. Just trust me, I'm gonna make it look good. Don't judge me right now, I'm gonna look really ugly, okay? Okay, I know we look scary, but we're giving peanut butter baby, but we're gonna fix it. Okay, so Credence. So it follows our FMC Tiernan, and first of all, when I think of Tiernan, I think of Tiernanock from Fourth Wing. I think of Tiernanock because Tairn, technically his name's Tairn, but his full name's Tiernanock. And every time I would read Tiernan, I'd be like, Tiernanock, like a dragon, but anyway, her name's Tiernan. And the book begins, this is no spoilers, it's like the very beginning of the book. The book begins, and I know I'm putting a lot of concealer on, that's because my foundation's too dark and I'm trying to sheer it out. I told you guys I would fix it, just trust the process. This is not a makeup tutorial, by the way, this is just me talking to you guys while I'm getting ready because I don't have a lot of time today because I have a lot of crap to do. So I have to talk to you guys about this book and I have to do my makeup at the same time. That's why we look like this. Okay, so Tiernan, the book starts out, no spoilers by the way, and both of her parents are dead. And I'm not gonna say how they're dead because that kind of goes with the story, but point is they're dead. She is 17, she is almost 18, I believe she's like 4 months away from turning 18. And all of a sudden in her parents' will finds out that she has to go live with her step uncle. Step uncle! I'm gonna say it right now. Step. No blood relation. Anybody? And this is a controversial book, but whatever. I'm explaining the plot, okay? Her step uncle literally doesn't know him from Adam. She's never met him, okay? So they're strangers, even though the only relation was like through marriage a long time ago, and it's her dad's stepbrother, and they hated each other, they had beef, okay? So she finds out she has to go live with her step uncle Jake. I can't. I'm gonna blush. She has to go live with her step uncle Jake and her step cousins, Noah and Caleb. Okay, so she goes and lives with Noah and Caleb. Well, first of all, and here's the thing. She's from LA, by the way. Her parents were like famous actors and stuff. They were just really famous. They were in the limelight in LA, big names, and she was kind of like abandoned as a child. But again, I'm not gonna like explain how they died because like I was shook. I was like, oh my God. Low-key, I was like goals with how her parents died. That's not even funny to joke about. That's dark. But if you like this book, you're dark. So anyway, she goes to live with her uncle Jake and her step cousins, and they live in Colorado, and they make like dirt bike parts, but they also low-key have like, not a farm, but they live in a small town, and like the Colorado winters are so bad, so like they can their own food, they have a cow, they have like horses, but like they live in the wilderness. There's some homesteaders, you know what I mean? So off the bat, Tiernan, she's like, she doesn't really have any zest for life. She's not even depresso espresso, she's numb. She's a numb girly pop. I hate that I'm doing my makeup and it literally looks like I have a freaking lineup, like I said, because my hair color's all over my forehead. Anyway, so she goes to live with her uncle, and like off the bat, Uncle Jake is like grumpy. He's like kind of low-key taking digs at her because he's like, your dad was like an and she's like, I don't really f with my parents either. You know what I'm saying? So we meet Noah. He is giving golden retriever energy. Noah likes to race dirt bikes and he hates Colorado and he just wants to get the hell out of Dodge. He's like, get me the f out of here. I hate this place. I hate this small town. My dad's a by the way, the mom of the two boys, because it's her step uncle and his sons, she's MIA. She's not in the picture, if you were wondering, but I'm not gonna tell you guys how, because you're gonna find out. So anyway, we meet Noah. He's like golden retriever. Noah doesn't want to live there. Noah wants to race dirt bikes and get the hell out of Colorado. And Caleb, we don't meet him, but Caleb, I'll just say this, he doesn't talk, and I'm not gonna tell you guys why, but Caleb is mysterious, moody, and like you never know what he's thinking. So we've got three guys. We've got a golden retriever puppy dog. We've got a moody, mysterious guy with trauma. They really all have trauma, but like Caleb has probably the most trauma. And then Uncle Jake is like broody Uncle Jake, who's like an you know what I mean? So you got your three characters. Keep in mind their step. What did I tell you guys? It's about a family that comes together and then comes together. What do y'all think happens? Okay, and here's the thing. Don't judge me. I didn't write it. Penelope Douglas wrote it. And let me read you guys the acknowledgements, because I actually took a picture and put it on my Instagram story. I want to talk about Penelope Douglas for a second as well. I feel like Penelope Douglas is just such an icon, and I'm obsessed with them, and I just can't say enough positive things about Penelope Douglas. So some things happen, tensions arise, and that's pretty much all I'm going to say about it. It is definitely taboo, but that's what I love about Penelope Douglas is the way they write. It's so, you're connected. Like, yes, it's taboo. Yes, it's dark. Yes, it's out there, but you're connected. And not only that, but like, obviously when we read books, it's a story, right? There's storytelling. The people that write these books, these authors. Penelope Douglas, I just don't think anyone hooks me. And I shouldn't say that because like I have a lot of authors that I love, but Penelope Douglas hooks me like nobody's business. I thought that was brown, but that's literally my hair color. Oh my God. I just love their writing. It's amazing. So anyway, that's basically what it's about. It's a family that comes together. They all have trauma. They are all complex characters. You feel for all of them. Some you're gonna be like, ooh, that one's my fave, that one's my fave. And you might literally read this and be like, Lauren, I'm never taking a recommendation from you again. Let me be clear, I'm not really recommending this book. I'll talk more about this in my reading wrap up. I just wanted to like give you guys a little spiel of what the book's about. But let me just say, I don't know if I would recommend this to anybody because we all have our own triggers. We all have our own trauma. And so like, I'm not gonna speak for anybody, but let me just say this. I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. I loved the characters. I loved the deeper side of it. I did rate it 4 stars because I'm not gonna say why. I will talk about why more in my wrap up, like I said. But my point is, I'm not recommending this to you, okay? If you're thinking about reading this book, I think you should read it if you like taboo, you like low-key, like not thriller vibes, but you like intense situations, and you like dark romance. This is a dark taboo romance, and it's questionable. It'll have you question your morals a little bit, but at the same time, like, have you read a Penelope Douglas book? If you like Birthday Girl, I think you would like this. Let me just say that, okay? But if you do not like taboo romances and you think you get the ick, I did get the ick reading this, to be clear. I got the ick real bad. Like I was like, oh my God, I'm getting icked out, like hella. But I also was like, you know what I mean? And I just had a great time, so yeah. But anyway, let me read you guys the acknowledgements because as I was saying, Penelope Douglas, they write very, very taboo things that I feel like majority of people are like, oh my God. And like not everybody likes everything, but I feel like I would love to have a conversation with Penelope Douglas one day and just get to know them on a deeper level because I love their tone. I love the way they write. I love the way their brain works, and I love the art they create. And let me just read you guys the acknowledgements because I took a picture of this and put it on my Instagram story. If you're already following me on Bookstagram, you already know that I posted this. It's a long acknowledgement. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but I will say this. They were talking about, I'll read the whole thing. First and always to the readers, when I started publishing in 2013, I felt like I stuck to a formula. I wanted to please people and they liked what I did last time, so I went with what worked. And some readers did like it. After all, it's nice to know what you can rely on with a writer when you're in the mood of whatever you liked from them the last time. So Penelope Douglas is basically saying like they had a formula and it worked and they were pumping books out. Da-da-da-da. I quickly realized I wasn't happy though. I wasn't growing and I was bored. So I dug deep and let my imagination run, building Corrupt, Devil's Night 1, like I built Bully, which I need to read Bully. A parfait of everything I loved, owning my personality in the process. Corrupt ended up rubbing so many readers the wrong way, but it's also many readers' favorite book. That I realized was worth something. I think my biggest fear as a writer is getting into a position where I'm turning out forgettable books like an assembly line every 6 weeks. weeks. I know with some of you, I can be unpredictable, and that's not necessarily a virtue. So thank you to those of you who read my stories and come back to read more. I hope that you always know that whatever I write for you came as a result of a lot of time and love and dreaming. It was special to me, and I had the best of intentions always. XOXO Pen. Now on to the rest. Hey, that made me love Penelope Douglas even more. Because here's the thing. I always read the acknowledgements, by the way. If you're not reading the acknowledgements, are you guys okay? But the point is, it just really like made my respect like shoot through the roof for Penelope Douglas, because I thought, I used to, not anymore. I used to get anxiety before I stopped. Oh my God, I have color inside my ear. I used to get anxiety when it came to posting, when it came to putting myself out there. I'm definitely a recovering people pleaser, and I'm a recovering perfectionist for sure. And I still have my times. I also have really bad anxiety. I have depression from time to time and very ADHD. You know, we all have our things. We're all going through something, but the acknowledgements in the book in general really resonated with me, because I'm like, you know what? Credence and Penelope Douglas's writing just in general really resonates with me because it's up. Like, it's up. Also, their characters are flawed. They're so flawed, but then you learn why they're flawed, and you either accept them or you don't. And Penelope Douglas's writing, as they said, literally in their acknowledgements, it's not for everybody. And I really love that, because that is just such a testament of being true to yourself. And as someone who, like I said, is a recovering people pleaser and a perfectionist, I used to not create anything. And that could be like my makeup, that could be a video, that could be business-wise, because I work in beauty. And I used to not do literally anything. Think of anything. School, what I was going to school for in college. Like, I used to be so overthinking everything I did that, like, not only was I not living, but I was living for other people. Why did this get so serious? I'm sitting here talking to you guys about Credence, which is about cousin and uncle, and now all of a sudden it's like got deep. But see, that's what I love about reading. That is what I love about reading, because some people might read Credence and be like, oh my God, what the hell? Like, even though it's not not related, I will stand by that. Oh my God. I'll stand by that. But some people might read it and take something different from it. And I think that's why books and reading, they're subjective. And it's really cool because we all take things, you know, in different ways. And yeah, I'm not saying the book was just smut, but I'm just saying, like, Penelope Douglas's writing in general, I really appreciate and I really love, because I know what it feels like. And it feels like a prison sometimes to fit yourself in a box so that you can get acceptance or love or attention, or not even just that, approval, or maybe it's not that you're like fitting in a box for something, you're just fitting in a box because you feel like that's what you're supposed to do, and you don't know what you actually want to do, so you just follow suit. And that's what I love about Penelope Douglas. After reading the acknowledgements, I was just like, holy shit. Like, I used to overthink everything. Like, I wouldn't, not that I'm doing anything revolutionary. I'm just having fun and sharing my life with besties across the internet. And it is so rewarding and makes me so happy. And I feel like I genuinely have a connection with you guys, especially on YouTube, because I feel like we're just hanging out and I'm literally just existing with other people who share the same hobbies, thoughts, and you guys share your life with me. I share my life with you, and I just love that. So it's not like I'm writing, you know, Penelope Douglas books, but that's something I loved about their acknowledgements, is I was like, you know, I used to overthink everything. So instead of doing anything, I would get like paralyzed. And with ADHD paralysis is like such a thing. You guys, like, you feel crippled in a sense. Like, if you can't do it perfect, it's like an all or nothing mentality. And that's what I have personally, that like, if I can't do it perfect, I could cry right now. If I can't do it perfect, then like, f it. Like, I don't want to do it. And I'm laughing because I threw my makeup and I'm like crying. To me, reading that, it hit. And it's really inspiring to see authors like Penny D sharing that they were unhappy, and even though their books rub people the wrong way, and they're out there, baby. It was inspiring to me, because I'm like, I used to not post like a silly makeup tutorial or a video of my home or a video of my husband, because I was like, oh my God, someone's gonna think this or that, or I have a pimple so I can't post that, or stupid stuff like that. And now I feel like I have been creating more often, and it just could be anything. It'd be talking about books, talk about my house, and reading that, I'm also a believer of you read books when you're supposed to. I think books find you. And I really like reading Credence in general. I ended it and I was like, oh my God, this is so ooh, but also ooh, but also ooh. And then I read the acknowledgements and I was like, I'm about to start crying in the club because, I don't know, just really resonated with me. But yeah, I just want to encourage you. I'm not telling you to read Credence. I'm saying I liked Credence and I'm saying why I liked it. And I'm not going to give too much away, but I will say this, no spoilers, but I was very happy with the ending. And I loved all of the characters, but I loved one more than the other. And when you're dealing with like multiple guys, one girl. Also, by the way, when it's winter, they get locked in the house because like, you know, and like the men are like man whores, which I feel like you either like that or you don't. But like for me, I love a true bad boy and just, I don't know, like I liked that they were kind of man whores because it made the story more believable and interesting. And when winter comes and they're locked up with their step cousins and step niece, okay, something's happened. But yeah, just wanted to update you guys. I didn't mean for this to get all deep, but that's always how my conversations with you guys are. Like, if you guys watch any of the Days of My Life vlogs, me drinking wine, yapping with you guys, like, I encourage you, aside from Credence, I'm not telling you to read Credence. I think you should read it if the tropes sound like something you like. And if you like taboo romance, I highly recommend it. But if you don't, I recommend starting out with, like, Birthday Girl. Because I feel like Birthday Girl is a safer bet than this, if that makes sense. But anyway, I really enjoyed the book. Oh my God, loved it. That's my Credence update. My nose always runs when I do my makeup. It's so rude. I think I'm allergic to everything because my autoimmune thinks everything's attacking it. Disrespectful. But yeah, that is my Credence update. And I just encourage you, wherever you are, whatever you're creating, whatever, if it has to do with your job, if it has to do with posting, if it has to do with just putting yourself out there in real life, it doesn't even have to be posting. Like for me, an introverted extrovert, I love posting on the internet and talking to the besties because I need my downtime. So like for me, 3D people stay stressing me out sometimes. And so I love having like a safe space and a community that like when I'm feeling down or when I'm feeling drained, like you guys are there and I'm still having a sense of community. But I just encourage you with whatever you're doing, whatever you're creating, if you're going to school for something specifically, like don't do what people want you to do. Literally, we get one life. We get to live one life. So do what makes you happy. And as long as you're not hurting yourself or others, what's the worst that could happen? You know, you'll never know if you don't try. And obviously I love creating, I love talking about books, but as a recovering people pleaser and perfectionist, like I'm trying to have the mentality of just do it. And like, who cares? Like literally who cares? We're all floating on the same rock. So if you want to try something, do it. I mean, look at Penelope Douglas. They're out writing books about uncles and cousins. Not related. But it's like, I couldn't imagine writing that and like someone that knows me reading that because I put videos out on the internet of me just yapping and talking to my besties, and sometimes I'm low-key like people that know me in real life. And when I say know me, I mean know of me. By the way, I've never talked about this. I've told you guys I live in Kentucky, but I live in a small town in Kentucky. When I was younger, I lived like all over in so many places, but this kind of goes into what we're talking about. I promise it's like, we're just yapping. We're yapping! We're getting ready together and we're yapping. But I live in a small town in Kentucky. I was born here, but then when I was younger, I lived in Texas for a really long time and then Montana a little bit. Like my parents moved me all over for my dad's job and I was homeschooled through elementary school. So I was put into public school in middle school and the weird homeschool allegations, hi, I'm keeping them alive. You know what I'm saying? But weird is cool. I feel like weird is cool, weird is different. But anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, so I was born here, moved around through elementary school and my family lives here in this small town. And so in a small town, if you're from a small town or a big city, you know that people wherever you live love to talk. You know what I mean? And sometimes it can feel worse because I've also, I lived in Murfreesboro, which is right outside of Nashville for how many years? Like 2 years. And me and my husband, my now husband, we lived and went to cosmetology school during the pandemic, which that's a whole nother conversation for a different time. But anyway, the point is I've lived in multiple places. I've lived here in the city I was born. I've lived in a city where nobody knew me. And I will say this, it doesn't matter where you live, there's always gonna be someone saying something. But if you're from a small town, it's interesting. It's interesting because people have a lot to say. A lot to say. And that's just how living in a small town is. I think there's less going on and you're in like this bubble. Not me personally, but I know a lot of people, they're in this bubble. And what I was saying about people that like know me, how I'm like scared sometimes, or not anymore, but I used to be scared because I'm like, what if I post this makeup tutorial and people think that I'm like full of myself? Or what if I post my husband and people and people do say shit. They really do. And I'm not like making this so that I can be like, oh my God, people love to talk. I'm just making this video to say, if you're in a small town, sometimes that can be harder because it's like a pond. You know what I mean? You're like a fish in a pond, and people in real life can judge you and be mean. And like, I'm no stranger to bullying. I was bullied really, really bad in middle school, and that's another story for a different time. It made me who I am. The trauma made me funny, I feel like, in my opinion. Not, and I wouldn't change anything because I wouldn't be the person I am. You know what I mean? And you have to think like that. But the point is, I feel for you if you're from a small town, but I also feel for you because even if you're from a big city and you post and the people in your real life know of you, you went to high school with, you go to work with, like when I lived in Murfreesboro, like right outside of Nashville, I posted whatever my coworkers would see. So it's like, you can't, I'm gonna quote a Cinderella story, you can't let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. Yes, Hillary Duff.
Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game.
But also you definitely can't. And like for me, you know what I realized? I don't give a I don't care. I really don't care. Like I really did used to care so much because I was bullied, and also everybody in a small town, it's kind of interesting and it's kind of tea because I'm a lash artist, so I feel like I know all the tea, but like I don't have any tea because I stay at home and enjoy my mortgage. I hang out with my man, and like my 2 or 3 friends that I have know my business. You guys know me. You guys see what I do all the time. I stay at home. I don't even know where I was going with this. My point is, like Hillary Duff said, you have to stop caring at some point, and the people that care or make fun of you or talk about you, they're spending their time on earth, their one life they have, talking about you, okay? And I'm literally telling you guys this as I'm freaking telling myself that, and you can't waste your time thinking about that. Like you can't let that fear keep you from posting and doing what you want. Also, another thing I saw, I don't know who said this, it's probably like a therapist on TikTok or something. Every time I'm like, I read or heard something, it's never me probably reading. Unless I'm reading nonfiction, you know? But I saw a therapist. It could have been Mel Robbins. I don't know, because I love Mel Robbins. But it was this thing where it was like, if you assume what everybody says about you is good, even if like you know for a fact it's not. If someone tells you something about yourself and you're like, that's knowledge to me, especially if you're from a small town, you get it. And you're like, that literally makes no sense. Why would someone say that? Instead of doing that, just like start assuming everybody is thinking like really nice things about you. And I don't, like I said, this is not my idea. This is something I saw on TikTok, and it was like, I was like, well, that's actually a really good idea. Start thinking that everybody is just like sending you good energy and good vibes. And they're like, oh my God, I love that person. And start taking it that way. But I have to remind myself that like, whatever someone says about you or thinks about you, that doesn't change who you are and your character. And I think if you let someone have, also therapy, I've talked about going to therapy multiple times, I wanna say, but also therapy taught me that is like, you know what's true. Like anxiety isn't necessarily always true. So if you're anxious, you can use context clues. You can be like, well, someone said this, or I felt this way, so maybe this is it. But you're still low key making assumptions. And you know what they say about assumptions? It makes an out of you and I. So it's just best not to. But I did like that I saw that little like tidbit where it was like, just assume people are saying like nice things about you. I was like, that's actually tea. That's so funny. I need to start applying that to my life as well. Like I said, literally preaching to the choir. I'm not claiming to be an expert on all things mental health. Like I feel like I'm pretty open with you guys, especially my PMDD, and I'll talk about that before. Like sometimes my PMDD really has me out here fighting demons. Like I'm not even kidding. Sometimes I'm like, I'll wake up when I know I'm in the thick of my luteal phase and I'm like, oh, another day. Great. Like, you know what I mean? Because sometimes days are like that and you don't know why. And that's the worst. If you struggle with mental health, some days you don't have to really have a reason and you can feel not okay. And then if someone gives you a reason, like someone being mean to you or you hear someone say something, then your brain spirals. And I just want to remind you that sometimes you have to literally touch grass, as we all say, and you have to remind yourself like, but is that true, or is that just something that somebody else put in my head or I put in my head, you know? And I think that's important to remember. So how did we go from talking about Credence to talking about this? I don't know, but I love it. I love it and I love you guys. And I didn't start doing my makeup because this is a get ready with me. I actually need to hurry up because I have to do. So I'm gonna stop doing my makeup, or I'm gonna stop talking about that, but I love a little mental health chat and I wanna update you guys too. Okay, so I finished Credence. 4 out of 5 stars. I will be discussing further in my wrap up. So wait for my wrap up and I will be talking more about why it was a 4 out of 5 stars and not a 5 stars. Pretty high rating though, pretty high rating. So yeah, read Credence, loved it. And I'm currently still reading The Prisoner of Azkaban. I think too, the reason I'm reading the Harry Potter series super slow is because I already know what happens. Like I know the books are different, but like I love the movies, but I'm so excited to get through, and I say get through because I don't like getting through any books, but I am excited to finish Harry Potter so that I can read read Manacled because I've had Manacled illegally downloaded on my Kindle for like years, and so I'm very, very excited to see what's going on. After reading Alchemised, everyone's like, Manacled's better, and some people say Alchemised is better, but I'm just super excited to experience it because I miss Alchemised and I'm already ready to reread Alchemised, and I'm very excited to see where Alchemised was born, if that makes sense. But yeah, and then I'm also reading Play Along, which is the 4th book in the Windy City series, and it follows Isaiah, which is Kai's brother, and Kennedy. And if you know, you know, it's basically like Grumpy Sunshine, but Kennedy, the girl, she is the Grumpy, and Isaiah is the Sunshine. I think I'm like 16% of the way through because I started on my Kindle last night. That's what always happens to me. I start on these books because of like Kindle reads. But those are the 2 I'm currently reading right now. I might start City of Glass for my reading vlog, for my Mortal Instruments vlog, because I'm still reading that and filming that for you guys. So I might start that, but that is what I'm currently reading. Loving Playing Along. I love a pathetic man over a woman. Like I love when a man's ate up over a woman. I love it. I love when a man's like, please talk to me, please touch me. Like I love when men whimper. Like I'm obsessed with it. So yeah, so far obsessed with Mr. Isaiah. Literally so obsessed. And Prisoner of Azkaban. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop yapping to you guys because you know us, we could yap forever. Especially too, anytime I talk about mental health and one of my besties DMs me on Instagram and they're like, hey, me too girl. I'm just like, you know what? I love you guys, and even though I'm just talking to the camera right now, you guys get me, and it's like therapy for me because we're all figuring it out. And I tell myself a 27-year-old teenager, but like actually seriously, I feel like my 20s, I can't speak for everybody, but my 20s are for like learning myself, figuring life out, and we're just living, you know what I mean? We're all living for the first time. So thank you guys for being here as always, and I'm done being emotional. Okay, I'm gonna drink my Alani, I'm gonna turn you guys off, and I'm probably gonna make my Kindle read Harry Potter to me. Okay, that's where we're at. You guys, I just walked in from getting my nails done, and look what our freaking book husband got us. A spooky basket.
I got my vlog shirt on.
Oh my god. You always have this shirt on. He gets me a spooky basket every year. Let me see which one. Oh, I got 2 spooky baskets this year. I literally just walked in and I was like, I have to show the vlog. He's been giving me a spooky basket since 2019.
Oh yeah.
So this is your reminder to wait for the right man. He's the best! I'm obsessed. Let's see what we have. I'm gonna like actually get into this and then I'll show you guys after. I'm already busting into the Snickers. I'm starving. I just got my nails done. We're about to eat dinner. By the way, Bestie Kaylee did dark red because this is for my Halloween costume. I'm not gonna tell you guys what I'm being, but you can guess based on my nails. Do you think they'll guess based on my nails, like right?
No.
No?
No.
It's not really giving anything away, but he literally got me Reese's, hell yeah, Snickers that I already busted into, a Starbucks gift card, Harry Potter socks, the cutest little retro Halloween-y hoodie, wax melts, and you guys, oh, and a blankie, I'm sitting on it, the cutest blankie. Do you hear me sniffing? Oh my god. And then you guys, we're not allowed to have these in the house. No, we're not. So this is a treat because when I tell you guys, first of all, this is like so much information, but I used to have like really bad stomach ulcers because I used to eat these and Mountain Dew. I used to drink Mountain Dew, and like this is one of the foods that like I hyperfixate. So he got me these for a little special occasion. He's spoiling me. It's like this is a controlled substance for me. When your book boyfriend is real in real life, he's perfect. Thanks, babe.
Oh yeah.
The next day.
Okay, so I literally just wanted to document this because you guys, I'm always in my Hogwarts Snuggie, but I'm wearing cute PJs. These are the PJs that got me and my friend. I showed you guys in a vlog. Duh, I already showed you. Anyway, I'm wearing my cute PJs again, and I'm wearing my Hogwarts Snuggie over the top. I just have to. Something about a hood, and it feels like a blankie's around you. Like I feel secure. I feel secure up here. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're about to play It Takes Two.
Here we go.
Going back to Honolulu just to get that Maui Wowie, that Maui Wowie.
Yo, what is
What are you?
Bro?
Are you sure?
I think so.
Bro, not us not being able to. Wait.
Oh, circle.
Damn it! Did you see me almost?
I saw you almost. Wait, how do you sprint?
You hold your joystick down.
Nice.
What'd you do? What'd you do to get over there?
Have more hang time with it than hit X again, or hit A again. No, it is.
Have more hang time.
Like, give it some more time, like when you jump the first time before you hit it again. Let you, like, go just a little bit further.
god, I almost killed myself. I think we're just supposed to jump on that cliff. Okay, that's bullshit, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Woo! Son of a my heart's racing.
My heart is racing.
Like what? Why is it so hard?
It is stressful.
But then when you get there, you're like, hell yeah.
Oh, let me use the force.
Shut up. To use the force is crazy. Okay, you don't know how hard it is. Before we continue our movie, popcorn, hot Cheetos, together, thank me later. Okay. The pumpkin goes crazy.
Andy, how are you, normal babe? Didn't have time to doing some volunteer work down at the headless shelter.
Sophie! How did you get here? Careful, she could be Mirage. How did you get here? I followed you onto the bus.
Hello, besties. The last thing you saw was us playing It Takes Two. Just like clips because we screen recorded it for you guys. It's gone. Not found. Item not found. 404 not found. You know what I mean? So we did play that and then we watched Halloween Town. But that was the last thing I think I put in this vlog. I did my makeup for a long time. This vlog is like all over the place because it's just been one of those weeks. Everything's just been like all over the place. But I wanted to update you guys because I'm doing some fun things tonight and I'm starting a new vlog because we're getting close to Halloween. We're getting closer to Halloween. So I have some fun little activities and that's gonna be in the next vlog because it'll be like our last spooky vlog. Our last spooky vlog, you guys, because we're almost to Christmas. Mariah Carey is thawing. Mariah Carey is thawing. I say that as I'm literally surrounded by Halloween. I love Halloween, but I love Christmas too. Halloween's probably like, I love it more, but I just wanted to tell you guys that when I close this vlog out, the last Halloween-y vlog will be coming. And then just like we decorated for Halloween, we got Christmas stuff coming. But I wanted to update you guys. I actually just got home from work. Oh, I was listening to Harry Potter on my way home, like the dramatized version, and I actually finished Prisoner of Azkaban. And guess what I'm reading right now? Only reading Play Along by Liz Tomforde. And I'm also reading that at night in bed. So I'm literally reading one book. Yeah. And I'm definitely probably gonna start the 4th Harry Potter, and then for my reading vlog of Mortal Instruments, I'm gonna start the next book in that series. So I will be reading 3, but I'm like, I have to document this. I'm reading one book right now. Like I just finished a book. So yeah, it's fine, we're fine. Also too, Prisoner of Azkaban, I've read before. So I'm going in A Goblet of Fire and it'll be like the first time I've read that because I did read Harry Potter 1 through 3 before. So I'm really excited, even though I know what happens. And I'm really excited to finish all of the Harry Potter books so I can read Manacled. Also, I need to kick my butt into gear because I'm like I was just telling you guys, it's freaking Christmas, so that's insane. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and close this vlog out because like I said, tonight I'm gonna do some Halloween-y things, and it's about to be the weekend, so I have so many things that I have planned for the last fall vlog, and I'm so sad. But it's the last fall vlog. And just know, you guys, I don't know if I'm gonna do Vlogmas because a lot of creators do like Vlogmas and they vlog every day in Christmas. I don't know if I could do that, but I will be uploading Christmassy vlogs. And I really wanna make like a Christmassy reading TBR. Who knows if we will even get there? Okay, who even knows? But I'm really, really excited for all things Christmas. I love Halloween, but you guys know I will be bringing you along with me, and I have lots of little crafts I'm gonna be doing in this next vlog. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this vlog out. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and being here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!